Listen to those Christmas carols, or maybe there was breaking news and you put your ear to maybe the radio.
Right. Yeah.
Or maybe it was just that centerpiece in your home where soft music played, where everybody could just sit around, relax, and enjoy company. Well, Bob Rayner has brought us something that does exactly that.
All that
works
and more. Yeah.
in an old school fashion and a new school fashion with all of the amazing technology and options that it offers. This is the Aviator. It's a recordable 8-in-1 wooden music center. So think about your vinyls, your CDs, your cassettes, your AM, FM radio, your Bluetooth technology with your iPods and smartphones. This can play it all. And not to mention, look how gorgeous the heirloom quality of this. This originally debuted at $220. Now it's on clearance for less than $110, which is a 50% savings. And because it's easy pay days here on QVC, you can actually bring it home for the holidays for $18.33, and it ships to your door for free. It's E226-945. It's happy holidays. It's good to see you, Bob
It's good
Rayner.
to be here with you. Thank you so much.
You are one of our electronics experts here at QVC.
Thank you.
And I love the idea that electronics are now a part of our lives more than ever.
More than ever,
but
right.
music is one that seems
Precedes electronics,
Exactly.
actually. I mean, years before, centuries before there was electronics, there was music, and music was a very significant part of world culture, and usually because it conjures up so many memories.
Yes.
That, or things you associate with periods of your life in music. And the cool thing about the Aviator, as you mentioned moments ago, it's an 8-in-1 piece of equipment. We'll talk about those 8 things, but the fact of the matter is that it's all in one box, and it spans decades worth of music generations and how you played the music you enjoyed.
I have no idea what you're playing right now. I know it's not a vinyl, but it could be Bluetooth. It
Actually,
could
it's an auxiliary input. I'll show you. Well, you want to see it? I never showed this before. It's this little tiny media player I have hooked into the auxiliary output. That's one of the many things it can do.
I was going to say the sound quality is amazing.
Yes,
I have no idea where it's coming from.
Yes, it is.
But in this box that stands just about 8 inches, or excuse me, 10 inches high.
18 inches wide, yeah. It's just really amazing. So let's take a tour and I'll show you all of those 8 things and what it does. Well, the first thing that's most obvious is right up here. It's a good old-fashioned record player. Okay?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it'll play 33 1/3 RPM albums. It'll play 45 RPM singles. It will play even the 78 RPM records that your grandparents may have collected. Okay,
wow.
That really is an amazing span of what was the primary music format for the modern age. Okay.
Well, and you think about how many of us have collected records. I mean, you think about the amazing artwork that was on the outside of it,
that was a big
quality,
part of it.
the story that each record told. Now you finally have an option to play them affordably, but it's not only a record player.
Yeah, and a lot of people say they have those record collections, and you do in your basement store or the spare bedroom closet, but here's the thing. People got rid of the ways to play them.
Exactly.
Now you can get that back. As we come down here to the front, you'll notice this beautiful dial here with unique bronze accents. That's an AM/FM stereo radio, so listen to your news talk stations, your sports, your FM stereo music stations, and more. Down here, an auxiliary input. We even give you the cables to connect your devices with your earphone jack into that, and I just showed you one of them because there's also a jack in the rear, and I showed you that little media player that I was feeding through it, okay? You'll also find up front here, and this amazes people, a USB connector so you can use digital thumb drives, okay? Over where you're sitting on that side, you see what's sticking out of the case there? It's a tape cassette. Yep.
It's been a few since I've seen that.
Yes, the shoebox is filled up to the brim with all of those...
I know. Is there anything this can't play?
I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
all right, because what you see there on the screen here says blue. Yes, that's right, Bluetooth. It will wirelessly connect with digital music devices like your iPhones, iPads, and other things such as that. So you can wirelessly stream Bluetooth music through the Aviator. So here's the point. And I always say this, whether you're 8 years old or 80 years old, if there's a format of music from your life the Aviator can handle it.
Well, and let me show you the colors, because I was just so enraptured with this. I didn't see the 3 sitting to the right of you.
We had 5 colors.
We had 5 colors, and now we're down to 3, because remember, it's a 50% savings. There's no reorder on this incredible heirloom piece that you're getting home today from Aviator. Your first color is going to be, is that our blonde
oak on the left, that's correct.
That's sharp.
Yep, blonde oak. Then right next to it is mahogany, which is the most popular, but
Well, it's going very quickly,
really?
and I believe it's our most limited choice. And then the third one, which is the one that you and I have between us. Espresso.
So think of the darker, richer coffee, you know, espresso. So it's a little darker. Once again, 33 1/3 RPMs, 45 78s, all on that turntable. I didn't even mention yet, I was getting to it, the CD player and recorder, okay, which is cool because you can make recordings and play it in other places. AM/FM stereo radio, as I had mentioned before. You'll also find that cassette player that you pointed out moments ago. And, of course, Bluetooth, as I just showed you. Being able to wirelessly stream your Bluetooth devices, modern era digital music through this USB player and recorder, make stuff on your computer, play it through the Aviator and your aux input to what we call hardwire, or directly connect with the cables that we supply.
Well, and that's what I would use, because that's easy enough for me to figure out. I don't have to read the directions.
Right.
You know, I never thought I'd have this conversation, but I was in a big box store yesterday, because we were doing some shopping for my husband, and I knew that I had this, and I happened to wander over to where the CD players are. They still make CD players,
of course,
but if you can believe it, they're really expensive, because I'm guessing they're not highly in demand as they once were. But I remember looking at them thinking, that's a little pricey for only being able to play a CD.
Right, I got
And you might be thinking the same thing, because for this value, maybe you could only get the CD player, maybe you could only get something that played something Bluetooth-wise. We're talking about 8 different capacities that you get in something that's beautiful furniture quality, that's not this eyesore of a presence that might have been the record player that looked like you might have doubled as a DJ in your former years. But now you get something that is as appealing as the eyes, but also your ears with the quality of sound that it comes out of.
Indeed. You know, moments ago you mentioned what it looked like. And that is the first thing that people react to when they see something like this. Take a look at this cabinet, for example. Look at the beautiful wood grain that is on the top of this device. It is solid wood in the 3 different colors, beautifully stained. That wood grain is rich and beautiful. It is like a piece of furniture for your home. The rest of it is veneer over wood composite. Look at the quality of that grill cloth. If you could only touch this watching at home and feel how rich and deep that is woven. Leatherette front covering, antiqued bronze accents. Again, this causes a conversation and people gather around before you even turn it on.
Well, it's like, where did you find it? You know, what antique store did you dig this out of, thinking it's only a record player, and then wait a second, you've got CDs, you've got Bluetooth. Now, how do I change back and forth?
You can pick your sources by using these buttons on the front, or with the included remote control. So those are your 2 options. And one of the hallmarks, to me, the icing on the cake of this particular piece is the fact that it will record. And that does 2 things for you. It preserves your records and tapes, because now you can put them on CDs or digital thumb drive.
So you can take them in your car with you.
And you can also play, you could never play your record album in the car, but if you make a CD of it, you certainly can. And watch how easy this is to do. Say I want to record from the record, okay? So I choose either with the button or the remote, I choose the record I want to record. I've already loaded a blank CD in there. Here's the hard part. Are you ready for the technical demonstration?
Okay, I'm ready.
I chose my record. I press record up here, right? And when I press record, it will say I'm either going to record to CD or to USB.
Okay.
All right, so all I do is press record and I press play. I am now making a digital CD copy of that record. All I did was use the tip of my finger and touch 2 buttons. Nothing to connect, no cables to wire up, no computer to find, no software to load, nothing.
I don't
touched
have
2 buttons.
time to blink. And before you even said that, I'm like, this was the most stress-free thing. Because, I mean, think about all of your old cassettes.
Indeed.
Maybe your old records, and you thought about converting them, but you couldn't justify the price. Now, at 50% off.
A few pennies for a blank CD and your fingertip, and you're making digital recordings.
And yet, when you see the size of this, it stands 10 inches high. It's about 14 inches in its length. 15th. The idea that you can ship this to anyone's door for free for the holidays is huge, because maybe you know that music lover, maybe it's something that you all chip in with the easy pay that you can take advantage of. The bottom line is, not only are we giving you pretty much every single facet to play some of your most favorite albums, musics, stories, but we're doing so in a beautiful furniture manner. You've got 3 colors to choose from, and yet we didn't even compromise on the sound. I mean, listen for just a moment before we show you the colors, just how good it is.
Some of that is due to the fact that it's real wood.
Yeah.
And wood resonates with music. Why do you think they make violins and everything out of wood?
Yes.
So there you go. It's sound quality and all that technology in this nostalgic looking piece.
3 colors. We have the blonde oak, we have the mahogany, which is next to that, and then the espresso, which is your last choice. Mahogany's most popular tonight. There's no reorder on this. Once it's gone, we cannot bring it back. This is something that's been incredibly popular here at QVC, and I think, you know, when it comes after the holidays and everybody's kind of back into their element, getting back into the swing of the things, I mean, can you imagine the person that you gift this to, or if you bring it to your home, finally sitting down in your chair and revisiting some of the things that made you you through music?
And you know what? That sums this all up. In the almost 2 decades I've been presenting electronics here, I always tell people this is the one electronic item that is not about the electronics. It's not about the technology. It's all concerned with the music and the memories of your life and bringing them back easily and beautifully.
And I mean, how about this? Not returning, 3 colors. You don't have to go dig through the antique store. You don't have to search on any website and be like, do you know where I can find a record player? No, you get it here. It ships to your door for free. And don't forget about our holiday return policy until January 31st. And take advantage of that easy pay. It's E226945. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Courtney. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, Miss Gabrielle. Woo, those are some bright lights. Little lady.
Well, and you know what, Courtney? No batteries needed. It's a rechargeable flashlight, but actually it's more than that. It's a work light. So this has been very popular here at QVC, and this season they've made it even more powerful. It's brighter, and it's still under